Hello there, Q.u.A.n.IQ here. Sorry if you hear something in the background. I just saw like an ambulance and a fire truck and stuff drive by, but I need to record this now because I have work later. So I wasn't even gonna make this video, and I decided a little while ago that I wasn't going to upload on Saturdays, but I had to see what all the hype was about, because the last Kanye interview with TMZ back in like April or something, I didn't jump on that train, so I felt, left out. So I had to watch this Jimmy Kimmel interview, and the 5 seconds in, I was like, I gotta make a video. So with that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So Kanye walks out, he greets Jimmy, they go to sit down. Jimmy talks for like 5 minutes straight. Probably not, but he asks Kanye questions, and Kanye's just like, both. And I started dying, so I was like, I have to make this freaking video. I was a bit confused when what the hell, Q.u.A.n.IQ? When Kanye went into his whole love or fear thing after being asked if he thinks Trump is a good president. So I had to go back to see, because he asked Jimmy if he can answer the first question that he was going to say first, and it was if he liked Trump, which I guess is a different question in itself, being asked if you like Trump versus whether you think he's a good president. That could also be the same question, which he never answered the question. Like, if Shane Dawson were doing this, he would have got down to the point. He would have been like, do you like Trump as the president? Do you think Trump's a good president? And Kanye would have answered. They both would have cried, had a beautiful... Okay, I watched the Jeffree Star one and it just got to me. He says that he was judged from the moment that he said he liked Trump, because black people are supposed to be Democrats, and I think it's perceived that way. I mean, you could be Republican, independent, a donkey, whatever, but the majority of black people are Democrats just because of what they stand for, rather than Republicans, which doesn't seem, their points doesn't seem to add up and benefit and help out and care for the black community or any community, rather than just like the white community. But that's just how it seems. So I see why everybody was on his throat about it, because Trump, really, like, come on. Obama instated Hillary, like Hillary. But she didn't win, so it's whatever. Russia, no. About 6.5 minutes in, Kanye starts talking about slavery again, and I'm like, oh God, here he goes again, another TMZ rant. But then he started talking about simulations, and the way he described assimilation it completely lost me. And Jimmy was like, oh, I get it, I see what you're talking about. And I'm like, what? Like, is he saying that we should love Trump and treat him as our family, when he doesn't seem to care about anybody or anything besides himself? Like, just example, the way when there was Hurricane Maria and stuff like that, and he Kobe'd the freaking paper towels, like, that was enough for me to be like, no, Trump, like, go away, like, what are you doing? But this whole thing was ridiculous. Jimmy hits him with that hard question of saying that since Kanye's been so open in the past of saying that Bush doesn't care about black people, what makes him think that Trump cares about black people or people in general. And Kanye had to like sit back and think about it. So Jimmy's like, let's go to commercial. And then when they get back from commercial, they just talk about his cover that he had with North and Saint. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna ignore that, but whatever. Again, Shane, where were you? So they get off the topic of Trump, which I guess, thank God, because nobody wants to sit there and listen to Kanye talk about Trump for half an hour. And they start talking about how Kanye, he says he thinks years and years, generations basically, into the future. And he made a song about how he thinks about when North grows up and she's gonna be objectified by men. So Jimmy asked him if, since having a daughter, he has different views on women, and he's like, no, I still watch Pornhub. And then they start talking about Pornhub for a minute, which the segue of talking about your daughter into talking about Pornhub, like they had a whole conversation about Pornhub, is just weird to me. Like that just doesn't like add up. Like no. And then, oh God, the joke. Jimmy asked Kanye like what type of porn he's into, and he says a lot of blacked down, which, you know, black guys, white women, whatever. And they start joking about how that's his real life, haha. And I'm like, dear Lord Jesus, they're talking about Kim. Halfway through this interview, they start talking about Twitter, and I'm like, why am I not following Kanye on Twitter? So I did. And then I went back to watch the video. Yeah, but the whole reason why Twitter was brought up is because Kanye tweeted How to Not Kill Yourself Part 1, which he says is don't surround yourself with people that make you want to kill yourself. Which, very controversial. I don't think I 100% agree with that. I mean, 50%, yeah, because if someone makes you want to kill yourself, you shouldn't be around them, because then the more you're around them, the more you're going to want to kill yourself. But I feel like it's deeper than that, the thought of killing yourself. I mean, I know at least it is for me, or was. Now I can't because I'm pregnant and I have to look out for my baby girl. So, yeah. But if that's what Kanye thinks, that's what Kanye thinks. Then Kanye says that he fights for all of us, which I don't feel like he's doing that. I feel like he's just doing him, you know? Like, I don't feel fought for, Kanye. You're fighting for me? What are you doing? I don't know. And he says that he feels that he's glad that his mom didn't medicate him when he was like 15 or something like that, when he had his first bipolar break, because he said he wouldn't have been able to express himself the way that he did throughout his music and his art and stuff like that. He says that he feels as people should be able to express themselves without fear of judgment, which I completely agree on to a certain extent. Like, if you're like, oh, I feel as if, you know, I should kill all of the Jews and set up concentration camps all over, then no, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Cough, cough, Hitler. No. But yeah, that was basically all the highlights that I was able to get from this video, which I made this at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was number 2 on trending. So I don't know. But yeah, that was it. So until next time, bye.